I'm
Yep.
ready.
Yep. Yeah, so
Go,
the
go, go.
doctor said the ointment should clear that right up.
Perfect.
You just need some antibiotics and you'll be fine.
Just a good cream. Just
Oh, no.
lather it in there.
I heard
Lather
it's
it
the gift
up.
that keeps on giving.
All right, we ready to go? We good?
Yep.
Cool.
Action.
Yeah. So last time you guys, as you said, acquired some civies. You decided that you were for sure, yes, going to escort them to High Hall, which was your destination anyway. Decided to sneak through town and did so very successfully on your way towards one of the two bridges you guys crossed at. Boy, it was Torm's Blade. Yep, the
Yeah.
southern bridge. And you guys defeated the demons there very decisively by interpreting and activating some runes there that did continuous radiant damage to the demons as they maintained their positions on the bridge. After defeating them, you moved on, continuing your way through town towards High Hall. And as you did, you came across a little transaction in an alleyway between a halfling and an imp. Interrupting their transaction, you guys learned that this imp was not only trying to bargain for this halfling's soul, but also the souls of his entire family, and summarily executed the poor guy by bisecting him with a combo attack between Voxmillion and Pippi, just obliterating this little guy. Voxmillion picked up a unidentified coin-like object. Ended up being about 5 inches wide in size, and Klobeck collected the halfling skin contract from that encounter. So, as you guys kind of wipe your blades off with this kind of black Icarus blood of an imp, and you recollect yourselves and wait for this halfling to gather his family and meet you back in the alleyway, is there anything you guys would like to do before moving on?
I'm gonna peek around and see if flame horse person is coming by.
Sure, give me a perception roll.
I have a bit of a prediction / worry.
Well, that's a natural one, so we're just gonna.
You look up
So-
and dust falls in your eye.
Yeah, maybe
Yep.
a little bit of debris from that lightning strike that hit the ceiling, the
Ugh.
roof way as you guys were coming in to this alleyway. Even with a 1, though, you might have taken some time to like clear the debris from your eyes, and then after you kind of blink a few times and make sure most of the irritation has gone away, you look anyway, and the rest of you would have also turned to see this as there's a sort of a deep rumble in the land beneath you guys. It's just a slight vibration as it is right now, but you do see the Flaming Rider. He is moving not quite exactly right in your direction, but towards you. And behind him, you see the top of a massive structure begin to rise above the surface, like the top of the buildings from your perspective, from what you can see. And it looks very similar to several of the other like spike structures that the city is chained to. This one much more massive and glowing a yellow rather than a red.
And it is going in what direction?
It's currently rising vertically. It's hard to tell how large this thing is just from a distance. Even from your perspective, though, it seems massive.
Like beyond the edge of
and
the city.
It is definitely beyond the edge of the city,
Okay.
though its presence seems to be shaking the ground that you're standing on.
I'm gonna go look at that and kind of like try and hit Klobeck in the face.
Sure.
But I do point it out to everyone. Like, oh, what the fuck? Is that normal? I ask the mom. What's her name?
And she just looks like she's barely
Arcana.
holding it together. She's like in a bit of a panic. Let me go ahead and roll a wisdom save for her, in fact, because she does recognize, and she fails miserably. She just like says, That's the fortress. She can't put together her thoughts well enough to explain to you what that's supposed to be.
I'll grab her on the shoulder and say, "Come on," and cast guidance on her and say, "We need to focus on getting you and your children to safety. Let's head our way to High Hall as quickly and quietly as possible. Come on, let's go, everybody." And I'll kind of take off, start
Did the guy
leading the
come
way.
back? Did the guy come back
Yeah.
with his kid? Okay.
So yeah, while you're realizing this, they would have also come out the front of their
Cool, okay.
bakery, feeling this vibration in the ground and realizing it's time to fucking go. Yeah, they would have grabbed whatever sacks and packs that they had with them, to rush to your guys' side and
Hold
beat
on.
feet.
While we're at the bakery, let's get baked.
I don't think it's that type of bakery, Klobeck. I'm sorry. I know. Let's go. I'm gonna ask.
Feywild.
I know. They were so much more deliberate with what they were. Sorry. I'm gonna ask the baker if he knows what the fuck that is while we run.
And I'm sorry, I don't have like an idea of what he is. He's just supposed to be some like rando halfling, but he would explain to you on the way that they've seen this only once before, as they arrived in El Terrell, and that this is supposed to be Zariel's like airship. This is supposed to be
Oh.
Zariel's fortress.
I was worried about that. I assumed
Wow.
it wasn't good. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we.
I hope he's not coming for us because we interrupted that deal.
Yep, that's what I was scared about. But let's just get the fuck out. Let's go. And I run after Vox.
Do you say that out loud, Klobeck?
So earlier I had said that I had a prediction / worry. That's exactly what I was worrying was gonna happen. Is
And
we
then
interrupted the demon's deal and we're going to be dealt with
I
by
hold
the laws of the land.
I hold up the coin. I say, then you should probably identify this so that we can know if this is trackable or not. And I hand it over towards you. You said you can identify this.
Are you lying?
Of course he is. He's a rogue.
No, I could identify it if I wanted to,
Can I insight check
but
that?
I need some ingredients.
Okay.
Solid gold should do.
I would like to insight check that.
Yeah, roll whatever social skill you need to against that.
My passive insight is 21, but I will go ahead and roll with my plus 11. So a 28.
Well, I can't ever beat a 28 with anything.
You telling the truth?
No.
So
What is he?
I can identify it. And no, the materials aren't gold.
But you can't identify it?
Yes, I am capable.
I hand it to you.
Yeah.
See, tell us what it is, and if we need to leave behind, we will.
Oh, do you also hand me 3 gold?
No. I flicked the copper at you earlier.
Yeah, he did technically.
Yeah, yeah.
That should.
I know you don't
Cover
need
any
gold to
component,
cover
maybe.
this, Klobeck. Just really right now, when I point to the giant fortress that's like floating above the city,
Right?
right now you're gonna do this.
And
I
as
mean,
you guys
it
are
takes a
having
while to
this
identify
argument,
anyway.
it just continues to rise.
Yep.
Like you don't see the whole scope of this fortress, but it just continues to. It becomes this longer and longer, like almost blade-shaped spire. Continues to rise. You still haven't seen the bottom of it.
I begin casting Identify.
Okay. So for the next 10 minutes, you guys sort of
1 minute.
huddle 1 minute. Oh,
minute,
right, because
yep.
you can't cast it as a ritual, so you just cast it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So for the next minute, you guys hang out and try to just take a bit of shelter. And here, I'll just link
And if
the
anybody
item.
starts being like, wait, this takes time, I just
Whoop,
You wanted me. You wanted this.
I would be
you asked.
very impatient, but I would. Right. Everything's
Maybe
okay.
even- maybe it
Free-
even takes a minute and a half.
I pull.
Oh, come
I pull
on.
up my pan flute and I'm trying to play some songs for the extra halflings that are here. Just playing a few little like shanty ditties from my homeland on this pan flute.
There you go. So Kyle, I sent you the magic item description.
Oh
Come on.
God!
You can
now I have
choose
to
how
go
to
through-
explain that.
Ugh.
So good.
I almost did out of natural reaction, almost touched it, and I was like, oh wait, no, not mine.
So I'll let you explain that how you feel like explaining it. But yeah, I'll assume then that the minute passes and you successfully identify the item. What do you guys decide to do from here?
Still keep going.
Once
Yeah,
once he's
But I,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, sorry, I was just gonna say probably the same thing you. Just see if we want to keep it or leave it.
Yeah. After a quick conversation of figuring out if we're able to continue holding this on us and be safe, then we just make our way to the hold.
Okay, I'll say for metagame knowledge, you guys don't have to worry about being tracked through this item. I mean, obviously it's magic, so anything with the tech magic is going to see that it's around. But
Sure. We have other
I
Otherwise,
think
magics.
we have
no.
some other magics. Yeah, so either way it will be detected. Okay, let's go then.
Cool.
Shuffle,
you guys
shuffle,
are
shuffle quietly.
going quickly then.
I wanted to go quietly.
Quietly, yeah, not quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, so quietly. All right, so go ahead and give me a stealth roll. I will
on.
say for just the DM notes
Oh.
that the DC on this is going to be pretty high.
I give
Thank
guidance
God
to
I didn't get
Pippi.
a natural one again.
Hold on, I'm on Relisa. I'm just hold on. Sorry.
You're not that character for sure.
Oh boy. Quebec, do you explain?
Yeah, so this is really cool.
Ooh.
This contains that imp's soul.
It's a soul coin.
Soul coin, soul coin, soul coin. I can't say that quickly at all.
So coin.
It's a coal soin.
My dyslexia really kicked in.
Do you hand it back to me once you identify it?
I sure do.
Okay.
You don't say anything. There's nothing else about it? Quebec? Nothing interesting that we should know going forward with a weird coin?
I'm going to add a soul coin in my inventory. However, I'm not going to read it. But it is now in my inventory. Ooh, it's just sitting there.
I mean,
Taunting me.
I would say you could probably read it.
Can I?
Do you want me to tell you all about it? And then
I
you
mean-
could just read it for yourself, you know.
Yeah, I want to know.
Would you tell us everything? Oh my god, it's big.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
lot. It's a
I
lot.
certainly haven't told you everything. I will tell you that it is a currency of the Nine Hells.
Okay.
I will also note, unless you're trying to like specifically trick them into thinking so, that it's not actually the imp's soul. It would be the soul of somebody
Oh.
the imp dealt
Oh.
with.
The imp dropped it. I thought the imp like poofed and this poofed into existence.
No, this was just something
Oh.
the imp had in his hand when you guys
okay.
cleaved him.
So,
Oh, it contains somebody's soul. Okay.
so
Somebody.
I'll learn
Um,
the use on a long rest. Or are you talking?
While he's holding it, does like it says that he should be able to feel the soul bound within it.
Yep.
Ew.
And,
If he had spent that full
some
hour with
emotion.
it, he would have made a connection with this coin. Otherwise,
Oh, okay. It just says to hold it is to feel the soul. So I thought maybe.
yeah, it doesn't require attunement. It just requires you to spend that time so that you can understand its essence, so that you can like understand what it is.
We did have a
Oh,
short
then
rest,
what
though,
did I
didn't we?
feel?
Before
we?
you picked up this coin, yeah.
Oh, okay, before.
Yeah.
Or wasn't identify enough to overcome spending an hour with it, or
So-
spending an hour.
Once you become aware of it, then you're able to know everything about it. So it's just
Cool.
the
So then
time
what kind of emotion did I feel?
you would have felt like absolute despair. You would have felt like somebody who felt cheated, somebody who felt like they were dealt a bad hand in life, somebody who's obviously got some rage built up around that, but mostly despair.
Then.
Can I hold on to it?
You asked me this?
Yeah.
But you told me that it's a soul coin, is what you've said so far?
And there's somebody's soul in it.
You would also understand that this coin is generated when the creature who's party to this contract either breached the contract or the contract was fulfilled. So this is the result of a devil's contract: is people's souls become currency.
Gosh.
We could probably use it to save our butts on something
True.
if needed. I mean, the soul's already taken. It's not like we can save it.
Yeah, I mean it's bound. The soul is bound
It's
to this
bound.
coin
Yeah.
by the power of a deity, like Asmodeus reigns over these transactions, and it's enforced. It's kept in this soul by the terms of the contract.
I will. So there's two schools of thoughts going through Voxamilion's head right now. One, he feels like he's probably the only like truly good aligned like person with like actual good intentions in this group. Everyone else is here to help to some degree, but it's mainly for selfish reasons. So it feels like he should be the one to bear someone's friggin' soul out of everyone. On the other hand, this is like a tortured and like icky soul, so he feels really weird about holding it. So Voxman will say, "Why don't I hold on to it for now?" And he'll put it in the bag of holding.
Can I at least ask who it is? Ask it who's inside it?
Sure. If you promise to give it back.
I mean, I don't even think you have to let go of it.
Okay, and then I will just hold it out towards him.
I just want to, grab hold of it and I want to use this query. I want to ask it who it is and why.
Are we
Why
doing
are
this
they in
while
it?
we're walking, or
Yeah. That is one of
but
its
we're
charges.
also trying to be stealthy? So I don't know if we should be talking to it and walking.
Well, we're in
Yep, it does use a charge to query it. That's true.
which I wouldn't fully understand that. I'm just kind of reading through it now because it's so stinking long.
Yeah, it's long.
Do
I
you
didn't
ask
even
it that,
try.
though? Do you want to use a charge for that? Voxamoon wouldn't understand you're using a charge, so, I mean, it's up to you.
I would like to know who he is and why he's in here. If that counts as one question.
Yeah, so you would get a telepathic message from it, obviously, and you would see the image of like a very usual, like common-looking elf man. It would describe to you that it was once somebody who was like trying to make his way around Baldur's Gate, and after not having much luck, made their way over to Elturel, and was just kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time. And you wanted to have like a name. It's not like a name that's significant, but this person's name would have been Luvan Karmis, which is just he's just like your average elf commoner, basically. But part of the rage he feels is that like he had a bad time in Baldur's Gate trying to, you know, make a living or make some extra coin, and after not having much luck with that, made it over to Elturel and had even worse luck. So you would have seen a little scene where he was making a deal with that same imp for potentially safe passage, and was tricked in a similar way to the halfling gentleman who's now following behind you.
Oh, so he didn't necessarily do anything bad. He was just in the city when it fell.
Pretty much.
Which
Yep.
is what I suspected.
Do you share that with me?
Or with anyone?
No.
Okay.
Do you ask?
Does he ask a question out loud, or no? It says telepathically, doesn't it? You
Yeah.
They
telepathically.
receive a telepathic response, yeah, but you could ask
Oh, I did
the question
tell you
out
my
loud.
intention.
Yeah,
What did
I
it
would
say?
ask you, what did it
Yeah.
say? Did it respond? Did you ask? Because it says you telepathically ask as well, so I didn't hear what you asked.
He's an elf.
An elf? What did he do? What terrible deed did he do to be turned into this?
Seems kind of like he was just as foolish as this guy here.
So caught in a bad circumstance.
Got himself caught in a bad circumstance, it seems.
I pocket it in the bag of holding.
Are we going?
Yeah.
Let's go
Okay.
very sneakily.
Yeah, give me those. What were those stealth rolls you guys had earlier?
16,
4, 16. Got a roll for
26.
Do you want me to roll for Uberheim? Or do you want to? I don't care. If
I'll
it
just
makes
roll
it
it real
easier.
quick.
Do you want me to
Though
play?
Can you
maybe I
roll
should
for
have
Klobek?
asked you to. Yeah, well, if you play it, if we get into combat, that would be great.
Cool. I'll pull it.
What was the roll for Klobek?
I don't want to say.
Just say it.
Mr. Rogue.
12.
Say it.
12. Okay. And then Roshia?
26.
26. Okay, that's good. That's good. We needed that 26.
Try to bump it up a little bit, you know?
Unfortunately,
Oh no.
not
I-
high
is it the
enough, as you
kids?
guys
It's the
rolled an
kids.
average of 12.
Oh, fuck these kids. I'm just kidding.
Well,
I rolled
it
exactly
wasn't.
average.
We had a 4 from Voxmillion. We had a 3
know,
from
I know.
Uberheim. It was not.
Oh, Overheim.
It was not good.
Overheim.
So, I'll just say you guys are rounding the corner, and as you do, you just kind of rush out into this crossroads. And one of the things you see immediately at once you're in the middle of this street is there seems to be a line of ghouls who have been walking their way down the street, and you just kind of run right out in front of them.
Um,
So I'm gonna have everybody please roll initiative as they
snap.
notice you
Do we have an
sprinting out into the
actual-
street here.
do we have a map? We're just
Yes.
looking at the thingy right now, so I don't know if it's
How many?
He'll
if we
pull it.
were on the wrong map or
You
what.
guys
Oh,
see
okay.
7 ghouls.
7's a lot, Blake. No,
Can you give me
7 is a
control?
lot.
Can you give me control of
I'm here
Uberheim?
for it.
Yes.
Is 7 a lot,
Uber,
though?
Uberheim.
How many do we have? We got 7? No, it's even.
I mean, it
Yeah,
depends
there's-
on how difficult a ghoul is.
That's
we
true.
have some children with us. It'll be fine.
And we'll say
oh.
that Rhea would have
Yeah.
directed them to get back up against the wall. They're
Cool,
obviously
okay.
not combatants and not in a position to do anything but be a liability
Yeah.
in these
I thought
situations.
that
So
they could soak some damage for us.
they
All
could.
of our tag-alongs.
If you let
Oh,
these
that
ghouls
sounds
get
delicious.
past you, I'll certainly let them soak some damage.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Alright.
I had an 11.
Oh, right. Yeah, let me get my encounter builder going. All right, so we got an 11 for Pippi. Who else?
19 for Roshia.
19 for Roshia. Do you want to roll
23.
Uberheim's initiative also?
Uberheim got
23 for
14.
Klobek. 14 and Vox?
20.
20. All good rolls. Pretty good. All right, and then auto roll for our ghouls. There are so many. All right, cool. So then, yeah, as we enter combat here, first up is going to be Klobek, followed by a lot of
Aw.
ghouls, and then Voxmillion.
I don't have any
Dang.
more rages. Sad.
I don't have any more favored foes.
So sad.
There's nowhere to hide. Um,
God, audio
right,
is
if I'm being
sucking.
honest, then I'm probably
Yeah.
running around town with short swords out.
Yeah, we can say you guys were prepared for this. No worries about your shields or weapons. But yeah, they do
I
see
just mean
you.
that's not a good thing.
Oh,
Oh.
it's
I
not a
would
good
like
thing
to have a
here?
bow out right now.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I have my bow, but I already said I had my bow, so. Ugh. What was I gonna ask? Shoot. What was the order? Who's first? Sorry.
Klobek's going first, and then we got a bunch of ghouls, and then Voxmillion, and then Roshia.
Okay.
I'm not
Oh.
sure if you're happy with this measuring tool, but if you are, that's cool. I'm just seeing, it's like 70. I don't know if you can see me measuring right now.
Yeah.
So that's 70, but then like all the way over to here is also 70.
I need
Oh,
to.
I don't see that measurement.
I need to change.
Yeah, they're about 100 feet away.
I need to change
Well,
my
okay, so
measuring
can
tool
you
to
see
the
this
one
one?
Peter uses.
Can you see the red measure?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So 70, but then like this is also
Oh,
70.
oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah. I mean, understandable.
For
And look, it goes from
for
70,
every
So just
70,
because it's going
70,
diagonal?
75, 80.
for every 2 that you go over, you should add an extra 5 feet.
We took away that rule when we were just saying it's based off of the tool.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's super
All I'm
broken.
saying
That's
is that
yeah.
the setting that is set is not the same one that we normally use for that.
That is the
Oh.
normal one. That's the thing. It's
Yeah, this is the default.
we need to change it to, or in my opinion, in the Alaris campaign, we're switching over to the one that Pierre uses for Storm King's Thunder, because it calculates it a lot more accurately, and you just
Yeah, the one that's like actual distance.
yeah.
How do I change that?
I don't know what it is. I've asked Peter multiple times, and he keeps telling me he'll tell me, but he never tells me which one it is. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'll look at that.
All right.
You guys decide what you're doing
Well,
on your
well,
turn.
then I'll just shit.
Nose ring tickle.
I'm gonna. So are these things that I can hide behind, or is it just awnings?
Those are awnings.
God
So
damn it.
for the purposes of this is just like a generic map I threw together the other day
So there's
for
nowhere to hide.
generic. Yeah, you're basically in a street is what I was saying. Is you guys ran out into this street trying to cross and got caught red-handed
Well, then,
like halfway across.
What I do is run away.
Okay, sure.
Run back the way we came. Oh shit! 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 Shit!
I mean, they
Go.
saw us.
Go! Go!
They
Yeah,
don't.
but maybe we can lose them.
We can have this be a chase scene.
I don't think we're gonna lose.
Well, I'm not gonna be the first one to run in. So fuck you.
Oh,
Yeah,
good thing I have a bow.
Can we see what kind of weapons they have? Like, do they have bows or are they melee? We can see them.
These guys look pretty ragged. These, well, yeah, I'll tell you. I mean, you guys can all see each other well enough. 100 feet's enough time to enough space to like pick out some details. These guys are just look like humanoid, but their skin has grayed and almost kind of rotted away a little bit. Some of them are wearing like regular commoner's clothes. One of them, in fact, the guy in red you see is almost like directing from the back. He's got some leather armor on. None of them seem to have any like clear weaponry, but all of their fingertips look sharpened.
I take the dodge action and put away a sword
Okay.
and end my turn.
All right. Next up then is going to be G-Ghoul, which is yellow. And he's going to see you guys, and he's going to make his sprint straight towards you, 60 feet. Bonk, and that's what he's doing. Then
G-Ghoul.
D-Ghoul, who is orange, is going to do likewise. Dash, 60 feet.
Come to us.
And A is also going to sprint dash his extra distance.
fair.
He's going to go like 45 feet.
I could only run 30 feet away. I ran out of space.
I mean, we can say here. I'll pop the map another 30 feet that direction that you sprinted farther away. So let's see, height we'll do 33 instead of 28. So you wanted to move. You moved from like right here.
think that's where I was.
So 60.
I can move 70. The dash.
Right. We'll just add an extra 10 on top of that then. You can keep moving farther down if you like.
So we'll just
That ma-
copy that alleyway at the bottom.
Yeah, that exists down there. Next up is Voxmillion, followed by Rochiette.
Okay.
You guys see these guys just break into a full sprint right towards you.
They're pretty fast for ghouly ghouls.
Come out, Roshia.
You said Vox first.
Yep.
I am going to fireball these 3 here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Within
I
20
think
feet.
what we had said was going to be like put a torch down and then give it like a range template, right? Something like that. So
Fireball.
20-foot radius.
that your last
that you
charge?
guys can see. Yeah, so go ahead and place that wherever you want it to be.
Is that 20 feet?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Does that get them all?
Yeah, we'll say that gets them all. You can also do the alt, and it probably would get all three anyway. So they need to do dexterity saving throws.
Yes, please.
Very, very good. Ghoul G rolls a 14. Ghoul
Fail.
D rolls a 22.
Passes.
Ghoul A rolls a 6.
Fails. Fireball. Crap. Spells. I'm just gonna roll it on here because I didn't get the dice ready because I suck. 86. D&D Beyond says. Ooh, decent roll. 27 damage. Half to 13.
Okay, so it was G gets 27 damage, and A gets 27 damage, and G gets 13.
That is my last charge on Le Shield.
Oh no.
Very, very good. Yeah, you see the fireball erupt, and most of these guys get severely injured. Though just the one seems to, like have half of his body singed by the fireball, and yeah, they don't have any resistances. So yeah,
Which one is least? Which color is least injured?
let's see. So that would be Ghoul D, who is the orange one, took the least damage. Ghoul, the red one and the yellow one both took full damage.
I will
And
then.
they are each, they're like, the red one and the yellow one are both looking like pretty bad condition, like severely burned by this fireball.
Then I will back up to where I am now, and that will be my turn.
Okay, next up then is Roshia, followed by some more NPCs, and then Uverheim.
Woo! Sorry. I was reading my dread ambusher thing. Make sure I get it right this time. Oh shoot. I messed up the map. Hold on. Goo-goo. There we go. Wants to back up. But to the side so I could kind of still see everybody. Can I still see all enemies from here, or am I too far
Dude, you
to
can.
the left to see yellow? Like, are my friends in the way of me hitting yellow if I really wanted to?
No, your
No,
friends
I
are
don't know.
mechanically.
Okay.
Like if they were right up on him, I might start giving like some cover just for like long range shots and for having everybody piled on top. But he's out there by himself and nobody's nearby, so you get full accuracy.
All right. Out of yellow and orange, which one looked more hurt?
Out of those ones, both red and yellow took the same amount of damage. Orange is the least hurt.
Least hurt. Guess I'll go. Also, I'll start with orange. The closest people to my friends. But I do get 3 attacks this time, technically, so maybe I'll be able to hit each one out of the yellow, orange, and red. But I'm gonna start with orange.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make your attacks.
Okay. I will. Yeah, it is. It's my turn. Okay. It's gonna be 24 to hit on the first one.
That hits. And you said that was against yellow?
Orange first.
Orange first? Okay. Yeah, for sure hits.
That's gonna be 10 damage.
10 damage.
And it's the
Absolutely.
silver arrow still.
Okay. Yeah, you see the silver arrow pierce him, and exactly what you expected it to do.
Okay, and then do my second attack on yellow.
Okay,
22 to hit.
that hits.
11 damage.
11 damage. Yeah, you see he's holding on by a string after being exploded by a fireball and then pierced by your arrow.
By string.
Like,
I'm not.
you could walk over and push him over and he'd probably die.
my third extra attack on him then, because that gets extra damage. I'll waste my extra damage. I'm gonna hit orange again.
Okay.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
Roll that up.
Plus, I get the piercer with my critical hit.
Roll one
One
additional
additional
damage die.
Oh my
Plus
God.
my extra with the dread ambusher. This
You're gonna
attack.
obliterate him, but let me know how much damage that is.
Oh,
Which
you're gonna
one's-
roll.
I double all
Double
dice
everything.
rolls, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're gonna roll.
Yeah.
2d8 plus the piercer gives you a third one.
Yep.
So
And then
3d8.
yeah.
And then the dread ambusher gives you a d8, which is doubled. So that's 5d8. Is that right?
I get
Oh, sorry, I forgot to double those. No, I didn't. Yeah, I'm counting 5. What are you counting? Because you get 1 from that.
Yep.
And you double it for critting.
Yeah.
Plus you add another
yeah,
one.
but I normally just double what I roll.
Oh, okay.
So how many?
Oh, did you mean for the Bachigan? Sorry.
Well then, see that makes it
Yeah,
confusing.
he
'cause
was-
You're not gonna double this.
It was sounding terrible.
It's
I don't
still
know
a
about
dice
you
roll,
guys.
so I should be able to double it.
You don't. It's an extra on top of double.
Yeah, for me it is.
All right, let's kill it.
Okay. Was it
Be
two-
deleted.
So I mean, if you're gonna double your dice roll, then you have to double your dice roll and then add an extra d8 on top.
And I get an extra dice roll because
The extra D8 would be double 2, wouldn't it?
that's what
So it's
I'm
all dice?
thinking.
Well, so here.
It's,
It's still
granted
a
because
dice.
it's granted because of a crit. It's separate.
Yeah. See. Where is it? Piercer.
Oh, I see. So it's not
when
like
you
it's...
crit,
Mhm.
you can roll 1 additional damage die when determining the extra piercing damage. What
Okay.
you
Ah.
what the rule is, you double the number of dice. So you would double the number of dice and add another die.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So
So
just
that
makes your
added
crit.
other die isn't added twice,
Yeah,
which
it-
means you don't double it.
It makes your crit just a little bit more potent.
Which is partially why I don't like to double my dice roll. I just roll more dice.
That makes sense.
Because, I mean, for one thing, it's the rule. And other rules are based on it.
Choose either.
What'd you roll? What was the
No,
number?
that's a house rule.
Well, since I only rolled once so far because he keeps making me confused as fuck, I don't know yet.
Well, I mean, I'm not trying to make you confused. I'm trying to get through the rules.
What are the rules then? How many am I supposed to be rolling?
So what?
Question
So
time.
your first roll, you want to double it. What'd you roll?
An 8. I got
Okay, so
full.
double that to 16, and then roll one more dice, and you don't double this next one. So roll that d8 again.
And I get the Dread Ambusher one, which is another die.
Yeah,
there
and you
should
do double
be-
that one.
That's what I said the first time. I don't double my Dread
No,
Ambusher one.
I said you don't double this one.
Just the
Which
piercer one.
The Piercer?
The piercer one.
Well, when you said it, you actually
That's
were
because
pointing
I
at that
was
one.
you were scrolling the
So
thing, and it was hard to point at the right thing.
So what'd you roll for your Dread Ambusher?
I got an 8 again, so it's 16 plus 16.
So it's 32, and then add another d8 for Piercer.
One more.
4. And then I add
So
my modifier.
36 plus your mod.
41.
Holy shit,
41?
that's insane.
Okay, so with 39 points of overkill, how would you like to kill this ghoul?
Jesus.
That was enough to one-shot him even from full health, so you absolutely shred this guy with that arrow.
Let's just keep it consistent. Right through the eyeball, but like all the way through, so it doesn't stick in. I want it to
Yeah, more
fly
than
out.
that, when you pierce his eyeball, that whole section of skull just erupts. And the arrow tears away that section of his head. That was orange. Orange goes down. Just like he was in a full sprint, his body like hits the ground and tumbles a little bit towards you guys as it dies. Anything else for you?
All I can do.
All right, next up then is Purple Ghoul, who's going to move his 60 feet towards you guys. Lulu is up and is going to...
Please don't get hurt when I'm moving
such a helpful elephant. She's such a good girl.
I'm so
She is.
pondering so deeply why she's included in the initiative order.
now.
It matters and it comes up. I'll
I'm
let you
sure.
know.
I'm sure it
Yay.
does. I'm just waiting for it, because
She's gonna do something super cool, and she's gonna cast light on one of these guys because she's such a cool and important character.
my God.
And so purple glows, and then she flies towards Roshia, who is her friend and savior.
Shit.
Next up is Green, who's going to move his 60 feet, and then it's Uverheim's turn, followed by another ghoul, and then Pippi.
Does the light do anything?
Uverheim will
Not really.
scoot back and go, "Oh, I don't like that mammal." And he'll reach out his hand and cast Chromatic Orb at a 2nd level and use a sorcery point to twin spell it. And he's going to hit green and purple.
Okay.
I'll make attack for
and purple, C and E.
green first, +7 to hit. A 17 to hit green.
Hits.
And
Yep.
then purple, 20 to hit. 30-20.
20 hits. And what kind of damage types are those?
I think thunder is something he probably would choose.
He does choose that often.
8. So I will roll each damage separately. For green, he's going to take 8, 9, 13 thunder.
13 thunder damage, and then the other one?
Guy is going to take 8, 10, 12.
12 thunder damage. Yeah, these chromatic orbs, you see Uverheim power them up in his hand and throw them both, and they erupt. Yeah, you see these guys get, hit with a bit of shrapnel as the shock waves irradiate out from these orbs, and they take as much damage as you thought they should.
And then he will pull out his shield after taking like 20 feet steps back and go, "All right, now time for the mace." And that will be
So
his
he
turn.
wouldn't be able to pull out his shield, but he could pull out the mace, just because the shield takes the full action and he casts spells.
Oh, snap. Is his shield his focus? I don't know if he would have been walking around with it out.
I don't think either of those things count as his focus.
Okay, then he will not have his shield then, I suppose. And he will pull out his mace. Yep, that's what he'll do.
Okay. Very, very good. Next up is Blue Ghoul, who is just going to follow suit and move his 60 feet. Pippi, you're up. And then we're going to have Rhea Mantlemorn, the final ghoul, and it'll be back to the top of the round for Klobek.
Alrighty, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move here,
Okay.
and I'm going to attack Yeller.
And that was how much feet?
That was 30.
30. Okay. And you've got
35.
enough? Yeah, cool. I couldn't remember because I know that the default was like 25, so I was just checking.
Barbarian.
And then I
movement.
have.
Put yourself in the middle.
Yeah, but Yellow is hanging on by a thread, so I'm assuming I'm going to kill him, and then I can do my second attack.
Hey, be careful.
Go for it.
And I'm not raging because I have no rages.
That's
Alright,
what I'm scared about.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. I'm just gonna use D&D.
What'd you roll?
26 to hit,
That hits.
and 13 magical slashing damage,
Mm-hmm.
and then and 6 cold damage.
Yeah, how would you like to kill this thing?
Nice.
Just in the balls. In the balls.
These guys pour
Hello.
balls. Yeah, your magical greatsword, you reach out with it and cleave this guy in the balls. His testes freeze over before they explode, and he falls to the ground.
Alright, I turn around and I hit the other guy.
Okay. And this is
Oh,
purple, who
10.
is E. Does not hit, unfortunately.
That's so sad. I have nothing good.
Anything
Alright.
else for you?
Nope.
All right. Mantlemorn is going to dash and is going to take a flanking position, but having used her action, not do anything else. Nobody else was in her range, so that's pretty much all she's got. Next up is Ghoul F, who is going to also need to use his dash action and will continue the flanking pile. Next up is Klobek, followed by a Ghoul and then Voxmillion.
Quebec, join the conga line.
That's right.
I don't think you can reach the conga line, but
I put away my other sword
Okay.
and go up to like here and be like, "Are we sure about this?" And that's my turn. Oh wait, I will dodge action.
All right. Dodge action. Disadvantage on anybody who attacks you. Next up is Red. Oh, who probably wishes that he had not had pink in his way, is going to walk up to Rhea Mantlemorn here and make an attack without advantage. And he's going to try to swipe at her with these claws and miss with a 7. So that's his turn. Good turn, Ghoul. Next up is Voxmillion, followed by Roshia.
Let's see. Shield out. Um, I
There you
will
are.
walk towards Red and try and get his attention as I see him kind of swipe. And I'll point at him and I'll say, "Your friends are going to die. If you want to live, you come talk to me." And I point to the purple ghoul right in front of him and I will cast Toll the Dead. Wisdom save 16.
Okay, on purple, who is E. Very good. And wisdom save 3.
3. Are they already injured? They are, right?
They are, yeah.
Okay, so it's D12's 13 necrotic damage.
13 necrotic damage. Well struck.
And that is it. I'm just kind of trying to get Red's attention
Okay.
as we
Yeah,
slaughter
and he'll
his
look over
friends.
to you as you do that, and it looks at you with like sort of half feral eyes and just goes, "Oh!"
I said it in Infernal, by the way. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, okay,
He,
fair enough.
then he would especially not understand what you're saying.
Oh, cool. He's a demon.
Next up is Roshia, followed by some ghouls and a very helpful elephant, and then Uberheim.
Can I, since they should both be on my back, could I try and use my normal arrows? I want to see if,
Yeah, I mean
I don't-
you're pulling these out as you make the attack, so
yeah,
you just tell me what arrow you're firing. If it's a normal one this time, that's enough to say so.
it's gonna be a normal one this time, just so I can see if it affects them the same way. Because if not, then I'm wasting silver.
Okay.
I'm gonna go forward. First one will be. I can hit red. I have 150.
You
Yeah.
can hit like everything on the screen.
Okay, I'm gonna go for red for my first one.
Yeah, pretty much everything. You can hit the whole map.
27 to hit.
That hits.
Non-damage.
9 damage. Yeah, your regular arrow pierces and pierces as deeply as you would have expected it to on any normal animal.
Smart to
Alright.
try the normal arrows.
One normal down. Alrighty. Now that I know, for now I will be going with my normals. And
Okay.
I am tracking all of them, I promise. I have
I
a list
believe in you.
going. I guess I'll go for pink as my second one. Because they're
Okay.
up Mantlemorn's butt. Well, actually, has green or blue been hit at all yet? Or they're just running towards us?
Green and blue have not been touched. They are in a full sprint and seemingly in your direction, but are looking as pristine as the moment you spotted them.
You
Oh,
have
I thought I
a
had
quick
hit.
flashback to Voxmillion saying, "Focus targets, focus targets."
Who's getting the second shot?
They're getting too close to the kids.
Go
green.
for it. Go for it.
Green, yeah,
25 to hit.
that hits.
Come on. 7 damage.
7 damage. Very, very good. Anything else for you?
That's all I can do. That's
Right.
all I can do.
Up is going to be Purple, who sees his friends turn to flank and is going to make his attacks against Mantlemorn with advantage. And is going to really enjoy that advantage because he needed it. And she has an armor class of 17, so he misses.
Nice.
Next up is the elephant, who is actually just going to land on your opposite shoulder, Roshia. As you're releasing these bows, it just sort of lands on your left shoulder, and seems to have taken a liking to you, but not doing anything otherwise. Next up is.
Can I say something to her?
Sure. Yeah, she arrives. Something quick.
Yeah. I just want to say remove the light. I don't want to be causing attention to us, so I'm gonna see if she'll remove the light.
She does. Yep. She responds to that positively and drops her light cantrip, but still looks to
try,
you
though.
like I was doing good, right?
Yeah. Good try. Did your
Next
best,
up
sweetie.
is, let's see, Green, who's going to move up to all the way up to you with his dash action.
Oh, you bitch.
Next up is Uverheim, followed by a blue ghoul.
Uverheim has pulled out his mace and he goes, "Ha ha, bad choice," and runs over to actually flank with Roshia.
Right on.
And he's going to, let's see, sword bursting, circle blaze, 5 feet, 2d6, shocking grasp, but no, green flame blade. You brandish the weapon using the spell's casting. I think green flame blade. Is that
That probably makes sense for Hexblade Warlock, yeah.
the second creature takes fire damage? Oh wait, of your choice. I could choose not to hurt someone else. If you branch, make a melee attack against one creature 5 feet on a hit. So it does green flame blade and regular Warhammer damage. Okay. Does that sound right? No, that'd be.
I'm
Sounds
pretty
right.
sure. I mean, at a certain level, I think it starts doing damage to the main target.
Spells increase.
It might be high enough for
At
that.
5th level, the melee attack deals an extra 1d8 fire damage to hit target, and the fire damage to second target is both damage rolls increased by 1d8 at 11th level. So if
Yeah, so it should do that D8 to the main target, and if you're hitting something, I don't
He's
even know where
not.
you are.
he's right next to Roshia, so he's going to attack with the Warhammer. It does Warhammer damage, which he's going to be holding
Mhm.
it two-handed.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have a shield out. So roll to hit plus 7. That's a 12 to hit. Oh,
Yeah, 12
advantage.
just hits.
Okay, let me see if I crit though. He has advantage because he's flanking. 17, so he definitely hits. So
He
that
does.
is a D10 because it's versatile plus a D8 fire. So the D10 is a 10 plus 4, so 14 bludgeoning. It's his hex weapon, so it is magical, and 6 fire damage.
How would you like to kill it?
Just from behind, just way overhead, overarching, like sledgehammer style, just head smushed all the way to the ground. It's like, oh, just one hit, and then he'll turn around to head the other way, but he's out of movement, and that will be it.
Yeah, like Gallagher in a watermelon smashes this.
I've seen
ghoul's
Gallagher
skull.
live. That show was so much fun. Oh my god! Sorry,
Oh man.
it was amazing.
Boy, what's gonna happen now? Blue's gonna see all of the friends ahead of him get crushed. I guess he'll turn and
Run
move his
away?
30 feet to Mantlemorn.
Ah, fuck.
These guys, you would see them maintain some amount of their intelligence, but
Pretty feral.
well, I'll tell you more if you investigate afterwards. He's gonna make his attack. 21 to hit. That hits actually. So his damage is 2d4 plus 4, 3 plus 2. So he's gonna take 9 damage. If the target is a creature other than an elf or an undead, it must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. So she's gonna do her con save. Where's the veteran? Con save. Passes with a 21, so
Nice.
she's good. Next up is Pippi, followed by Rhea, a ghoul, and then back to the top of the round with Glowback.
All right, I am going to hit purple.
Okay,
Wait a
purple is
minute.
letter E for me. Oh, I'm sorry. Purple is dead.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll move. I still
How
hit.
did that happen? Hold on. Let me
Wait,
count my
what?
ghouls. I have 7 ghouls.
Roshia
Green.
shot purple, didn't she?
Is C.
I
Okay, I put the damage on the wrong character. This
Hmm.
character has 21 health. This character is dead. Cool.
Which one is dead?
Purple's alive. Go for it.
Okay. 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. I just have too many ghouls.
14 magical slashing damage
Very good.
and 2 cold damage.
Very, very good. Yep, he's still up, but critically injured. Like, maybe one more shot would take him down.
All right, I hit him again.
Okay. 13
Without
hits.
advantage.
Yeah, I rolled it twice. 13 is my
Okay.
final answer.
You got it.
17 damage
Jesus.
Mhm.
plus 2 cold.
19 total. Yeah, how would you like to kill this guy? If he
Good
wasn't dead
point,
before,
Barry.
he is now. Sorry, where?
Into pee-pee.
In the peepee. Yeah, you
Always in the
bisect
pee-pee.
the man's peepee, doing this underhanded slash coming up between his
Oh,
legs.
God.
You make a split hot dog. Anything else for you?
With a bunch of
I move over.
psychopaths.
Yeah.
I move over here.
Axe murderers.
Hey,
Not Yoshi, you're
I don't-
cool.
I don't go for peepees. Well, I mean sometimes, but not all the time.
Short. What else am I gonna hit? Their leg?
Pippi
You
is
can reach their
maybe
chest. Your blade is on a handle that's like 2 foot, 3 foot long. It's a choice.
It is a
You
is a choice.
psychopath.
Let's see.
You're like
Ray
choked
Advantage
up like your
attack
hands
with
right underneath the
advantage.
blade. There's no leverage.
I have nowhere else to
Yep.
go.
Against blue, who is B. Wow, blue hasn't been hit yet, so
I don't want to tippy toe it. It's fine.
If blue has not been hit yet, could I go to red? Because I didn't know that, and I would have moved to the one that was already hit. I think
go
red
to
was
red.
hit. Thank
Mhm.
you.
Blue has been hit now though, and
Oh,
for 6 damage with the longsword, and then gonna make her second longsword attack with advantage. That's good because that was a 3. She hits with her advantage swing for another D8 plus 3. Rolled max damage for 11 damage.
Oh man.
And next it is F Ghoul. F is pink. So F Ghoul is going to take an opportunity
go.
attack no matter what he does. So he's going to move away from Ray Mantlemorn and try to get behind Pippi.
Attack.
Mantlemorn attacks. And
Get a
misses
mantle.
with a
Oh.
10. So,
Boo.
and now Pink will make an advantage attack with its claws against you, Pippi.
Because he was always in my hitbox, that's why I don't get a.
Correct. And
Never
dirty
mind.
20 to hit. So he will
Yeah,
roll
really does.
his damage 2d4. 3 plus 1 plus 2 is 6. So take 6 slashing damage and please make a constitution saving throw.
$24.
Yeah, you pass with flying colors. Next up is Klobeck, followed by a red ghoul and then Voxmillion.
Klobeck shoots at Red Ghoul.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll that attack. This is regular range like short bow.
Natural 20.
Dude.
Damn. Bow, 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 bow.
You get sneak attack and everything. Dang.
Why do I get sneak attack?
Isn't that a finesse weapon, short bow?
Yeah, but I mean,
They're flanked.
I need.
You have an ally, Jason. You have a finesse weapon.
Roast it
I'm way
range.
out here.
It doesn't matter.
But you have
They,
someone in contact with them.
yeah, they are.
Oh, right. Sorry. An ally within 5 feet. I
Yeah.
was thinking in close to me.
Nah, nah, nah.
Silly boy.
Range sneak attacks are the goat.
All right. I
Kill him with all your dice.
need my extra dice because this
Oh
is
god,
going to
yeah, a crit sneak attack.
Yep.
Yeah,
This guy's
baby.
dead.
Kill him hard.
I wish I could booming blade on the short bow.
The arrow. Yeah, you shoot your arrow, and once it leaves the 5 feet, the arrow explodes with thunder damage.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Okay, let's see.
Can't say it wouldn't be cool. Exploding arrow.
It would be cool.
That was a pretty low roll.
What is it, like 56?
No,
Pretty low.
27.
Jesus.
27. Yeah, with 23 points of overkill. How would you like to kill Red?
Yeah.
So this arrow totally skims right by Mantlemorn's ear. Maybe just nicks it, a little bit of blood dripping, and
Mhm, mhm.
whip right into the guy straight ahead of her.
Just enough for
Totally
her to
blinks.
be like,
Goes, "Ugh."
yeah, exactly. Awesome. Anything else for you?
Uh, yeah, dodge.
Cunning action dodge. Okay.
Yep.
You can't
next
cunning
up
action
then
dodge,
is
can you?
Damn, cunning action is
Nope.
not dodge.
Nope.
Disengage,
Not
hide,
dodge.
dash.
Well, I'll hide out in the street. Okay.
okay. Yeah, you definitely feel hidden as you try to hide. Next up is Voxmillion, followed by Roshia.
Voxamillion, a little frustrated they didn't really get an answer.
Well, you gotta. Oh!
Yeah.
No.
I just kind of sigh, and I will. Yeah, I'm just gonna toll the dead, Pink.
Okay.
So wisdom save, please.
Wisdom save on Pink, who is F. Yeah, if you want to imagine, these guys are like the. Also, you would see that Pink has not been damaged yet. So
Oh,
in case
they've
they're
not.
affected
Can I do
by
blue?
You can do blue.
Sorry, I'll be looking for
but,
blood and oozy stuff.
He is blood and oozy. If you guys have seen, what's that movie with Will Smith, End of the World?
Wednesday.
No.
Welcome to Earth.
You're
Well,
screwing it up for me. Now I can't.
With the
think.
dog. Oh my god, I can't think of it either
yeah,
now.
with the dog.
Legend.
But it's basically
Legend.
those guys. Yeah, Legend.
Yeah, I am Legend. Yeah.
Rolls a 16 on the Wisdom save.
Ah, he
What's the
just
DC?
16, so he takes no
Oh, man.
damage. So very cool. I rolled good on my damage too. But I will move up 15 feet, just kind of slowly. I'm walking and just really observing. So I'm not even like running in battle. I'm just like trying to like get a beat on these guys as I just move forward 15 feet, and that is my turn.
Okay. Next up then is Roshia, followed by your elephant pal, and then Uverheim.
I'll yell it. Vox. I understood you, Vox. Good try.
Just throw a thumbs up.
I'm gonna shoot at blue first.
Blah, blah, blah. Go for it.
Blah blah. 25 to hit.
Yeah, super hits.
Damage die aren't rolling good after I did that crit that I didn't really need to do. 7 damage.
7 damage. Yeah, you guys are like taking some of the guys who are just barely holding on and then obliterating them, just like splattering these guys against the pavement.
Nice.
Is he still up or he did it?
He is, yeah. He's looking pretty injured, like he's looking in pretty bad condition, but not ready to die just yet.
How's Pink looking?
Pink is pristine, has not had any damage.
Just in case, because I know Vox likes to go after somewhat damaged things, I'll hit Pink.
Okay.
29 to hit.
Yeah. Damn. That's a
See,
wicked high
that
hit
one
to hit.
rolls nice, but the freaking, except it did roll a natural one earlier, so I'm still angry. But 11 damage on the second
11
hit.
damage. Wicked smart, wicked smart. Anything else for you?
That's all I can do. So I hit blue and then pink.
All
That's
right.
it.
Lulu the Hollyphant is just going to kind of trumpet triumphantly from your shoulder. And next up is Uverheim, followed by a Blue Ghoul, and then Pippi.
In an attempt to speed up combat, I pre-rolled, got a nat 20 attacking blue with shocking grasp, or I'm sorry, chill touch, 120 feet range. I rolled damage
Nice.
and got 14, 18, 20 damage as Uverheim's running forward, going, "Wait, let me smash his face!" And he cast chill touch, and
And has that got special, like, undead properties?
chill touch is necrotic.
Yeah, but I mean, it gives, like, undead enemies and disadvantage on attacking or something like that?
Oh, if you hit an undead target, yes. It also has disadvantage on attack rolls against you until the end of your next turn. Yeah.
Okay. Well, with 20 necrotic damage, it doesn't matter if it has disadvantage against you. How would you like to kill it?
Just as it's like fighting Ray Mantlemorn, a chilly hand just encompasses its skull and just like squeezes, and its brain starts oozing out of its cracks in its head because it's undead, maybe. And it just like shakes off the ichor and then just fades away.
Super, super good. Yeah, you guys see that happen, and the blue guy falls to the ground with a balled up piece of paper for a head. Next up is Pippi, followed by Mantlemorn and the remaining ghoul.
I'm gonna hit Pink.
Hit that pink.
Hit
Hit
the
'em.
Pink.
Punch it up.
Hit him in the pink.
25.
That hits.
I mean, you are going to hit him pretty there anyway.
I slice just the tip off, like if I was
Just-
doing an andouille sausage. I turn it into little.
13 damage
Okay, 13 damage.
and 6 cold.
6 cold. Damn. Okay,
Nice.
go on.
Is still
You're an
alive?
adult.
It is still alive. It's barely holding on, but it
I
is
hit
up.
it again.
You hit it again.
8.
You do not hit it again.
Oh no.
Boo.
This is why I hit him at least, maybe in case we all missed him.
Oh no.
Is that it for you?
That's all I got.
Oh.
That's all she wrote.
Oh,
All
true.
right, Rhea Mantlemorn is going to flank around as the tactical genius that she is,
Yeah.
not just a side character, and she will roll with advantage and hit.
Hit him, Rhea.
And
Yeah.
do 11 damage, which is enough. So you
Hey.
see Rhea Mantlemorn flank around and just run this thing through with her longsword, impaling it, and then she even goes a step further and like pushes it over and pins it to the ground as it begins to writhe in its last throes of life, or unlife, I guess in this case, and eventually becomes still. And that's the end
Really
of combat.
wanted
dead,
some
for you guys.
damage, man.
I killed the wrong character. There you go.
Oop.
Pink is dead.
Ah.
Uberheim will have a sigh of disappointment as he approaches. Oh, you mammals
Aw.
take everything nice from me. Voxamillion will give himself guidance and look up to the sky to see if
The fuck?
there is anything that is like watching this happen. Any of the imps, the fiery horse, get bead on the floating fortress. Just kind of get a look.
So give me a perception roll. There'll be some things you see automatically, but we'll say this is that you're rolling perception to see for like the imps, for example.
Yeah, I'm actively looking at specifically us, not just in the city. Ooh, a 19 plus guidance, a 2 plus my perception plus 5, 26.
26. Yeah, with the 26, you look, and by now this fortress has almost completely risen above the city. You're starting to see the bottom of it sort of begin to come down to a point. If you were to guess based on like how far away you think this is and how long it's taken it to rise and just like how massive this thing is, you would estimate that this thing is probably about like 500 feet tall. This thing is just a massive blade-like spire that's now risen almost entirely above the city. And in front of it, you can see the flaming rider has now gained a bit of altitude, but is continuing in your direction. And from this aircraft carrier I described it as, more than just the clouds of imps you've seen flying around now, you see just swarms of these vulture-like creatures begin to pour out of the front of this fortress.
I will say, oh, jeez. See what we can find on these bodies. Any hints or information, maybe maps, letters. I don't know. But there's something terrible coming out of that flying craft.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
check the green one.
Let's loot quickly.
Uberheim will
I'll
check
just
as well.
say you guys all kind of pour through the bodies. You find a couple of them have like a few silver pieces. So like Pippi, you would find 4 silver pieces. Uverheim would find another 4 silver pieces. Roshia would find 2 silver pieces and a copper piece. Voxamillion, likewise. Well, so who would you say is checking red, for example? Klebeck, are you up here checking bodies?
No, I'm trying to get the hell out of here.
I assume
You know,
Pippi would check red.
I'm right next to
Check.
Red, so I would.
Probably made some distance on the group getting the fuck out of here.
Vox, did I already tell you how many coins you found?
4, I think, is what I heard. I don't know.
Okay. Pippi, you reach down and you likewise get 7 silver pieces. But you also notice that because of your connection with your path of the wild magic, when you reach to touch this red guy's armor, the hairs on the back of your hands stand up a little bit. It seems like it's maybe magical armor.
Ooh.
Like, but I can take it. It doesn't hurt me like the other stuff did with other
Are
people.
you gonna try to take it off of him?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll say you take it off of him and you have a set of magical armor in your possession.
Atta
I
girl.
love it.
Yeah. I'm gonna collect my arrows. I'm assuming I have to do a half and half between silver and regular.
Yeah, whatever amount of arrows of each different type halved is what you get back at the end of each battle.
Okay. So if 3 silver, would that just be 1 or 2?
So it's usually rounded down, so I think in this case it'd be 1.
Just 1. Oh shoot! I got out of our map. Hold on.
Do I need to do something special to add magical armor to my inventory?
You can add that as whatever like sort of custom item, or just put in armor. I'll say this is
Put in your session notes magic armor to be found out or something, and then once we figure out what it is, you can officially add it.
Okay.
you would be able to identify at least that this is like studded leather armor.
But it's good stuff.
It's magical in some way. Yeah, like I said, you touch it and you feel the little arcs of magic radiate from it, and it makes your hairs stand up.
Seeing you pulling
Alright.
this armor off, I'll be like, why are you pulling that off of that guy? That
I
thing.
need it. I feel magic. Cool.
You think the armor is magical?
Yeah.
Klobeck,
Yeah, I'm taking it.
and I turn
Oh,
around
and
looking
I'm
for
sorry.
Klobeck.
You also find on this ghoul, this guy seemed to have been dressed up almost like an adventuring rogue might have been. He's also carrying a backpack,
Ooh.
which is an explorer's pack. If you want to add that to your stuff, it comes with everything an explorer's pack might: backpack, bedroll, mess kit, tinderbox, torches, rations, water skin, along with the 50 foot of rope, and also has a potion sitting on his belt that you can like pick up, and you feel like there's something sloshing around in it, but you can't see anything in the vial.
Oh, fun.
I will take it.
Potion of
Did you
invisibility.
take the the pack as well?
Yeah, I'll grab the pack, the armor,
Okay.
the potion. I need to figure out how to add that stuff to my inventory.
You can
So
add.
it's just an explorer's pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you add it to your inventory now, actually, it creates a separate container. So
Like
this
a
separate
separate
container
backpack.
will contain, a separate backpack with all of the stuff that this pack has in it automatically.
Nice.
Thanks.
Klobeck, where's Klobeck? And I'll be calling down the street looking for Klobeck.
Back.
I wonder if I can hear that.
Where are you?
I don't
I
know.
mean, give me a Constitution check on your yelling.
I mean, I'll roll it, but I also would not be yelling to like at the top of my lungs because I'm not trying to pull down the wrath of hell on us.
Sure.
But a 13.
Yeah, I would say you can definitely hear him calling for you.
I guess I'll turn back to them. I guess I can see them still if we're just on
Yeah.
a straight street. And say,
Yep, it's a straight street.
I just
You
throw.
see them waving. It's daylight.
What are you doing?
Come on.
Yeah, we gotta go this way. You're going the wrong way.
I'm not going the fucking wrong way. I
Yes,
went
you
the
are.
right way.
The
way that I
hold
went
is
the right
this way. We were heading down the road towards the hold. You turn around with the opposite. We just came from there. What are you doing?
I'm not saying I went the wrong way. I just said that I'm going.
Well, you're going.
He's just headed towards the castle.
Okay,
whatever
well
it
you're
is.
you're heading away from us, from safety. What are you gonna do out here? You gonna kill what 6 of these crazy creatures on your own? Yeah, come on. No, you
No,
come
we're not
here.
going that way. We're going to
I'll say
safety
you guys.
this way.
Yeah, you guys meet up. Whatever it takes to convince you guys to meet in a single point. You join together, and the civilians do join you as well. Noticing that it's at least the combat is finished and it's safe (quotation marks) to move on. And yeah, so you guys can share whatever spoils of war you like with each other. But what are you up to next? Where are you headed?
I would ask Klobeck if he can identify the potion and the armor.
Okay.
Klobeck,
Magic
Pippi
on.
found some stuff on one of the guys. Pippi, show him. He can tell you like what it does. Klobeck's really good at it. He's pretty smart.
Klobeck.
It costs so much.
No, it doesn't.
I flipped 2 copper
Is
at
it
you.
eating my resources?
1 for each. And I flopped 2 copper at you.
I swat them to the ground.
Oh my
Happy
I pick
birthday
up-
to the
I
ground.
pick up the 2 carp. I pick up.
My
the
dad had a cell phone.
Okay, removing 2 copper. Come on,
I picked it up.
Klobeck.
If
What?
you identify it, maybe she'll give you it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That's a
it's
good
maybe.
joke.
I mean, whoever it's best for, but
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why I
give me
said
this
maybe.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
I hand it over.
Which one? What are you handing over?
I have this potion, and I have this magical armor.
Armor. Yeah.
So which one are you handing over?
I
You
hand
can
you
only
both.
do one thing.
Which one are you
Hey.
handing over first? Is I think what he's asking.
Oh, I hand
That's
you the potion.
not how I'm
first.
asking it.
Can you only identify one thing, Klobeck?
For now,
Oh, I would hand you the armor first then.
Okay, you have a pair of armor. It makes
Alright,
your hair
now-
stand up in a similar way.
Ooh.
You
Your
feel that?
hair, Klobeck. He's so fluffy, so he just looks like he was in the dryer, and I just pet him.
Mostly just on your
While
like
we're
forearm and
moving.
hand.
Wow.
I'm going to be casting this.
Okay. Yeah. You guys are moving along and you're just kind of like using your little pearl to like focus on it. You can move and focus and move and focus. You would find out that this is a set of studded armor plus studded leather armor +1. Yep.
Ooh.
And then I assume likewise you'll spend another minute moving and moving focus for the potion.
Maybe.
would-
Well,
I would hand you the potion.
My hands are full.
I mean, it might be a potion that might help you. Cool.
You want to keep the potion, Klobeck?
I can't control Lulu, so she needs to move with us.
Yeah, she's moving with you.
All right. Yeah.
She'll stay perched on your shoulder for the moment.
I don't think Fox likes Lulu at all.
No, Vox. Alex is just curious as to what Lulu's purpose is in this story.
Oh, same.
Yeah, no, but no,
I'm hoping
Vox.
she just gets us back, but
I'll identify this potion.
Fox is not bothered by
Okay.
Lulu by any means.
Yeah, like you suspected, this is a potion of invisibility.
Nice. Holy
oh, good
crap.
job.
You can become
Smart.
invisible for 1 hour, along with anything you wear or carry.
It's insane.
Even
You
if
gonna keep it?
I want the armor.
Okay. I currently have the armor that I currently have makes me not stealthy, disadvantage.
You have armor on?
Yeah.
Aren't you a barbarian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still wanted the AC.
Yeah.
But it does make her clanky.
I think her barbarian armor, like, on whatever her con isn't strong enough.
Unarmored defense.
Unarmored
Oh.
defense isn't. It's not high enough to. Her AC drops if she takes it
I
off.
think it's a total +4. Yeah, so she's getting a +2 AC from
Hail mail.
her armor right now.
So
Damn.
who's best?
Yeah.
Who's best to have that then?
Klobeck.
Identified it. Give it.
That's
Yeah.
fine. You can have
And
it.
it's not doesn't require attunement, so you'd be able to just quick change and get the benefit right away.
That's awesome. That's really awesome.
Nice.
So I'm
Change
like
into it.
walking down the street, hopping on one leg,
I can't get it over my hoof. Just...
It's
as
not made for normal people.
as he's like dropping it on the ground, I run back and I scoop it up, throw it in the bag of holding, so I can collect his whole suit of armor, so we're not leaving a trail of pieces to where we're going.
Sure. Yeah, what
gonna
armor are
find-
you
snip
putting
and
in the
find
bag of
it.
holding?
Did
Just
you
make
pick
a
up
note of
my
it.
loincloth too?
Everything you
No.
drop behind, I am picking up. Yes,
Oh, so nice.
Do you have?
I
armor?
drop it with a slop. Slip.
I might not touch that. Is it?
I don't think he had any.
Is it
Have
light
what?
armor?
Did you
You
have armor?
is it light armor? Studded.
I
Oh.
have studded leather armor on.
Okay, I'm gonna add that in the bag of holding.
Quebec, are you keeping the invisibility potion too then? It makes sense for it to be with you. You're the most sneaky.
You're the rogue.
That seems like maybe it'd be better for somebody who's not the most sneaky, but all right. I'm cool with that.
Alright. Are you pushing strengths or accounting for weaknesses?
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
you can hold on to it. We can figure out how to use it at some other point.
And we've had this conversation the whole time we're heading to the hold.
Yep.
You are, yep, you're headed
Still
towards
walking.
there. You guys, I'll say at this
Stealthily,
point,
by the way.
arrive. So here, I'll move our roll 20 back to the mappy map.
Super sick, super sick.
So you arrive at the bottom of this hill, which houses the hold. Oh, there's the marker. Go back up to El Terrell map. You guys can see, and you have seen that this like fortress cathedral is up on top of this like massive like cliffside locale. You're been kind of traveling uphill towards it this entire time as you cross onto the eastern side or the western side of the city. And here you guys will have moved like do 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 do. You've basically gone to like here. Does that make sense?
I don't
Where's
see
what
where
makes sense?
here is.
The peak
The pink
where the
line.
left line is going. Yep.
Oh,
I was already there.
No,
Well,
it was back over.
I mean,
I
I,
disconnected it from
Oh,
there.
there it
yeah.
is. Never mind.
Yeah,
Sorry.
see, sudden.
I thought it was
I
Oh,
just,
does this not
less.
show?
So
I just
It
drew.
does.
It does now.
I just drew that
Now?
one.
Oh.
So we'll say you guys have made it about there, and what you guys see as you arrive at the bottom of this, like the crest of this cliffside cathedral fortress, is that the main gates have been completely blown apart. Like they're hanging off of their hinges. They're pushed inward. There seems to be a massive hole through the top half of them, and the front half of this fortress cathedral, like where all of the dormitory residences and like common rooms would be, have been absolutely smashed. There's nothing left in those spaces but a smoldering crater. The fortress cathedral itself is still intact, but all of these dormitories, all of these common rooms, have been completely destroyed by whatever passed through the gate on its way to them.
Hey, this is not it.
Klobek, do you think you could head in there and not be seen and see if the resistance that they were talking about is in here? Actually, as I say that, I'll actually turn to them and say, "You said that the resistance is out of here, right?"
Yeah, this is where they're supposed to be. This is where
Was-
everyone we've talked to was headed this way.
Was that building like that last you heard?
I mean, when the city was pulled down here, we saw like a flaming stone, a rock, like a meteor passed through here and struck. But I mean, we haven't heard any differently since
Maybe they're
that time.
underground.
I agree. They're probably
Maybe they're
hiding
dead.
hiding somewhere. I'm speaking again to the commoners that we have. So I don't want us to walk through here and get shot by resistance people. Is there anything you could tell us about a call sign or a code word or something that they're able to use to represent that we're on their side?
We've been trapped in a basement for the last however many weeks. We're just making our way.
A simple
over here
no
for the
will
first time
do. Okay,
ourselves.
so Klobek, do you think you could head in there
Wow.
sneakily?
Sorry, guys. He hasn't really eaten. He gets a little hangry.
What
Oh.
you said got under my skin. I don't want to go in there
Hold on.
first.
Hold on.
They're gonna kill me.
Oh.
Also, we'll probably
Sorry, I
play
didn't
for
mean
like
to
another
say.
15 more minutes and then call it good for the evening.
I'm gonna ask Lulu.
Okay.
Yeah, send her in.
I'll be over on the
Lulu,
sides, pep talking Klobeck. Go ahead.
do you, do, do you know anything about this place or have any remember? You said, well, in my head, you kind of made it seem like you had some weird memories that you may have forgotten.
Yeah, and in your head, she'll just kind of, in a similar but different way, sort of just like show like the passage of time, and then there'd just be this great big void, and then a continuation. And part of the continuation that you see is her arriving with you guys in El Terrell the same way, everybody else did. So she doesn't like in her telepathic communication, like says that she doesn't know anything really about this specific keep any more really than you do.
I wish there, and I'll just say out loud, I wish there was a way that we could maybe jog her memory, but I don't know how to do anything with that.
And you see she's like responds emphatically about that, like, yeah, I wish we could jog my memory too.
I will see if I can find something available within my powers to possibly remove some sort of barrier on her mind. But I am getting pretty close to tapped for the day. Maybe we can try something in a bit, but
I can try and use my Misty Step and stuff and see if I can
think
sneaky enough to get inside and
teleporting in there unannounced is probably worse than just walking in and waving your hands. And after not getting Klobeck able to walk in there, I'll say, I don't expect anyone to do something that I wouldn't do myself. And I start walking into the place. I put my hammer to the side, shield on my back, and I just walk in, and I will softly but firmly go, "Hello, we are with the Resistance." Walking in.
I'll push Rhea Mantelmorn for these are your fucking people. Go.
Yeah, she walks up with you. Like she doesn't seem really all that terrified. You've seen her a couple times in your last few encounters be kind of raring to go, so she doesn't shirk her responsibility and walks up right next to Voxmillion.
I'll just be on the lookout, and I will notch a silver arrow just in case.
I would like to hold an action the whole time I'm doing this to pull my shield out in front of me, because that's a lot of AC I'm dropping.
Absolutely, yeah. And while you guys are walking through the gates, hands up, and with Rhea Mantelmorn at your side, give me a group perception check.
Perception +5.
Not
Ooh, nice.
horrible.
I'll roll for Uberheim as well. Ooh. Uberheim got a 6. I got a 24.
6, 24. Call him out.
9.
9.
Dirty 20.
Come on, Pippi.
Plus 20.
I already said I had an 8.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I
Didn't
knew
hear.
that.
Yeah, with a very good combined roll, you guys see as you pass through this gate that there seems to be a considerable amount of battle that's happened. Besides just this massive meteor that's crashed through the gates, there's a couple bodies hanging over the battlement that seem like they've been there for maybe even a couple of weeks, in various states of decay, blood pouring down the side of the wall. And you guys can see as you enter this courtyard too that a lot of the like statues and structures that were once standing in this area have been toppled. I'll also ask, you guys are not doing this stealthily as you kind of just like walk through the main gates?
Correct. Well, Rhea and I are not. I mean, I don't know about the group behind us. I
Well,
expect
I'm
there's
trying
like
to
a
be-
20, 30-foot gap or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm straight up hiding.
I'm trying to be stealthy for sure. I mean, just watching their backs. Being
All right,
like,
so we'll
cover
say
fire,
those two are out walking in front while the rest of you... Yeah, go ahead.
I would even say that I would probably cast light on... I'd probably pull my hammer out and cast light on the head of the mace, kind of as a beacon as well.
Okay. We'll say as you guys kind of round into this courtyard proper that you, like I said, you see the smoldering crater that used to be the residences here. You see all, like I said, all those structures that are toppled over. this entire courtyard seems to be strewn with looks like even some siege human, I'll say specifically human siege equipment. There's some ballista and seems to be like some tents and things set up, but most of this stuff is now torn down or ragged looking. There's been intense fighting happening in this courtyard, and while you walk through this area, it's mostly silent, except for a bit of growling that you hear towards the door of this massive fortress cathedral you're approaching now. Um, I'll just say, as like I said, as you're walking into this courtyard, you have the walls kind of to your left that end behind you in that half destroyed gate. Then the smoldering crater of the residence is on your right with a bit of wall ending in the half destroyed gate. And then directly in front of you is this just like massive 100-foot tall cathedral with battlements and spires. And it looks like this place was more than just a place of worship, but also meant to be a stronghold.
A last stand type situation.
And like I said, you guys hear from over some of the debris that you walk past in and approach in courtyard. You hear a bit of growling up ahead. Doesn't seem like it's moving in your direction, but obviously sounds of something not human.
I will drop light, pull out the shield, have my mace in hand, cast guidance on myself, and say, in Infernal, I will say, we've killed many demon. Nope, not Infernal. I'll call out in Elvish.
Okay.
And I'll say, we've killed many devils and demons. If there's resistance here, make yourself known. And I'll leave it at that.
Okay, and you call that out loud enough, you would assume, for whatever is on
Towards
the
the
other side
growl.
of this rubble.
Mhm.
Towards the growl. Okay. You will say that for now, you hear the growl cease, but you don't get a response.
I'll call.
Can I
go ahead.
see it at all? Just because, I mean, my dark vision's pretty good. Can I see what the growl is?
So you're moving
Right.
even farther behind Foxmillion and Rhea, right?
I'm about 20, I would say 20 feet behind them.
And do you have any sort of like racial feature that would allow you to see more sharply at a distance?
Mhm. Well, I know that in dark vision technically I have 90, so I would assume normal would be a little sharper than most people can see in dark vision, but that's just me going off of what I assume.
Well, and you guys can all see past 120 feet anyway, because this is basically daylight conditions. Like I said, you haven't seen a sun per se, but
Yeah,
it's bright
but
enough down here that your vision isn't hampered, at least in terms of needing to use dark vision.
Just reading what it says about the whole thing.
Like if you had anything that gave you advantage on perception checks for sight, I would say you could see farther, stuff like that. But otherwise, probably see just as much as a normal person would.
I would call out the same thing, but in common tongue at this point.
Okay. And we'll say yelling over this rubble, you guys hear the sound of like claws scratching against stone as they make your way towards you. We're going to go ahead and end here for tonight, but when we come back, we're going to roll initiative against what you guys see is a pair of hellhounds who have now taken note of your position. I'll go ahead and put ourselves on the map, and you guys can position yourselves around the rubble as you please.
Oh, we should kill the little puppies.
But you can see these two were mowing down on a pair of human soldiers there who were previously standing guard at the entrance and have now become dog food.
Interesting.
Oh, I just read something new about my extra vision thing.
What's that?
It says, while in darkness, I am invisible to any creature that relies on dark vision to see me in that darkness.
Yeah, that's Travis's same Gloomstalker.
Fuck.
So in
Yeah.
dim light, don't forget to let me know that stuff can't see you with dark vision.
I would say Rhea and I are probably about where I'm at.
That's it.
Okay.
Where are you guys? Oh, okay.
I'll
So
have her-
I
flanking or moving with you?
I guess I can't see the squares even with my glasses on, but I'm about 20,
Here, let
20
me
feet behind the bush.
Just a
increase
measuring
the
tool.
opacity of the grid. Does that help at all?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's-
so that's
that's about
about 20
20.
feet. So that's good. Okay. I'd like to be off to the side instead of directly behind, so
Okay.
Sweet.
Super, super good. And then Pippi and Klebeck, do you guys want to be anywhere particular?
Yeah, I want to be.
in the back. Way far away.
You're gonna need to add more squares.
Okay. All right.
Here.
So that's
Yeah,
just notes
please.
because I can't edit his page. I forgot. So I use
Yeah, I can go ahead. I'll throw that stuff in his character sheet. No worries.
use a slot, use a
Oh.
sorcery point, and some money.
And I would assume that we just tell the townspeople,
slot?
kids and stuff to stay back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll say for purposes of this, like they're not in any hurry to run ahead of you, so
Yeah.
they are for sure keeping a safe distance as you guys travel. Where does his sorcery points go? I know that they're in here.
By the way, I don't know how many times I did it, but I have been using channel divinity preserve life incorrectly. I can
Oh.
restore up to 25 health points to any amount of creatures within 30 feet. I have 25 points to divide up upon them, but I can only heal you guys up to a maximum of your half hit points. So it's like if you're like way down, I can bring you up to about half with it, or bring multiple people up from dead at once. But
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
I think I've been topping you guys off with it before short rests and stuff. So, I was listening to a podcast and they were bringing that out. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh.
And I read it. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, no worries. I think it's only really been applicable in like maybe a couple of instances.
I've used
So-
it, I think, a total of 4 times.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of where it would have like changed the outcome, it was maybe
True.
only just in like the road to Baldur's Gate or something like that.
Yeah. And that actually brings me to another question I've been meaning to ask. It says that I can't restore hit points to no more than half of its hit points. How would
Mhm.
I, as a player, without saying what number is half, how would I non-metagame that?
Okay. So it may just mean that like people have to respond with, "Oh, I'm feeling really hurt. That'd probably benefit me a lot," or something like that. You know,
Yeah, but if
the way that we figure out hit points anyway.
so like if there are 3, you're glitching and it's hilarious. I don't know if anyone else is
Yeah,
seeing this.
it's real
That is
crazy
awesome.
right now.
You're like jiggling your shoulders and like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
All I see is like TV static squiggle. I see no blinking.
Yeah.
It looks like a very fast GIF on my end. It's hilarious. Oh, now it's getting worse. Oh
Yeah, it
no.
looks like my connection is suffering. I keep popping down into yellow and red connectivity, so
Bummer.
I'm just gonna pop this off actually.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
so like if let's say 4 people are below half and you know they're I could use some, I could use some, I could use some. If like I restore someone with like let's just say 20 and they only needed 12, does that mean 8 of it is wasted on them? And then the other 5 I divide against whoever's left? Or can they say, well, 12 actually got me to half, so you know,
That's a great question.
So
So what's the skill actually called? Channel Divinity something?
preserve life.
Preserve life.
As an action
So
you're
typically,
yeah.
they have like some sort of clarifying document. That's what the Sage Advice is for. So preserve life, like how much
Yeah.
does it actually heal for?
So my school of thought was I say, okay, I'm gonna dump 15 into you, and then once I clarify that, then they can say, well, I actually only needed 7, so then I get the 8 back, but I can't say, okay, I give you 5. Are you half now? I have to declare it, it's given, and then if it's under, they can't say, oh, I'm only 1 under, you know, like
Well,
that way, like if I heal you up to like 1 or 2 under, and you don't tell me, and say, okay, I give you 10, you say, okay, thank you, you know. Then that player will go, okay, I'm not over half, so I'm not going to say anything. And be okay, I'm going to give 5 to Klobeck, and Klobeck may be like, I'm only at 7 now, and then I give the other 10 to someone else, and it brings them to just under half. I don't get any indicator that, you know, Klobeck's still on the verge of dying. The other people are really close to half health. But I do get an indicator from the players if I do meet that half point.
Got it. So yeah, it seems that you at least in the way that this document is clarifying, and this is from Stack Exchange, like where a lot of people will ask questions exactly like this to
Sure.
get responses, and people will provide like rule writer sources and things like that. This says that you choose the number of creatures first, and then you restore the hit points once you've chosen. So you could choose and then say, okay, I divide the amount of health that I do for these 3 creatures, and then those 3 creatures benefit from it up to half of their hit points. So yeah, if it ends up being like everybody's only missing 5 and you could restore 20, then you restore a total of 15. You don't get the extra or an
Right.
indication where you could include another person.
So let's say though, like, right now I can do 25. Let's say all 3 of them are missing. Let's say one's missing 20, one's missing 10, and one's missing like 30, and
Mhm.
I only have 25 to give. How would I determine how to split those up? Because I can split them up any way I want. I can give 2 to one person, 1 to one person, and all the rest is someone else. So would
Yeah,
it?
so that's kind of the trick of it is you would have to probably ask them like, hey, are you missing a ton of health or not? And then choose based on that, and then it restores up to a certain amount. It's kind of like the same as like choosing what level of healing spell you want to
Sure.
use. You just kind of have to ask them first and then assign based on what you think, and then the results are what they are.
And so I like that, and I agree with it. What if I say, okay, so let's say Roshi is missing 5, and she's like, oh, I'm not doing too bad, and I've chosen her, Klobeck, and let's say Roshi is only missing 7, and Klobeck's missing
Mhm.
15, and I say, okay, Roshi, I'm going to give you 10, Klobeck, I'm going to give you the rest, and Roshia says, actually, 7 meets me at half. Do I then lose those 3, or can I just shovel the rest of those to Klobeck, to my selected people?
Yeah, I mean that's very, very light metagaming, so I would say, yeah, just
Okay.
go ahead and shift it that way.
Okay.
I'm not going to really stress or make anybody like waste things on purpose, but
Sure.
yeah, it'll be the sort of thing where you pick your targets, and those are the targets who can benefit, and you guys
Be a little
can
finicky from
do,
there.
yeah,
Okay.
do some medium metagaming. I'm not going to be bothered by that. So
Okay. Cool. And I think through descriptions of stuff, that'll just be a good help and indicator, because I'll be asking the players and not the characters like Klobeck. I would just look at them. How do you like? So, guys, I told Blake what's in the chest because I needed his help
Mhm.
on some wording and stuff. Without telling them what it is, Blake, what do you think about it?
that's going to be insane, and there are so many uses for that. I can't wait to find something that it will be like extra effective on,
Yeah.
and I can tell you I'll make liberal use of that in places where it's advantageous to.
Awesome. I just thought I didn't apply range to it.
It's rangeless. It's
Nope.
infinite range.
I'm thinking 60
is.
or 90.
120. Come on.
That's
You
really.
said you based it on that one ranged item.
I-
What is their one ranged items?
Antimatter. That I mean, that's a rifle. And this is very different. Because it's energy. It's not an explosion projectile.
Is that a laser gun?
You could use something similar to like the musket has a range on it, and that's more of like an unguided projectile, like ball ammunition.
I'm almost thinking more of like
In fact, that's really low range. That's 40 foot regular.
what's like the flame thing? The cantrip. What is that called?
Flame tongue.
Produce flame.
Something like that. Not exactly. No. Sacred flame. 60
Sacred
feet.
flame.
So it's like where something. Well, but that apparates there. What's one that uses like an attack roll? Firebolt. How far is Firebolt?
That's 120.
Sure. Is
Aha.
is
Told
120?
you 120.
Yeah. Does 120 sound fair?
Yeah, totally fair.
Cool. Yeah, because it's like it's elemental power. It's not a projectile necessarily. It's a unique thing. So yeah, we'll say 120 range.
The other one besides Firebolt is the Produce Flame cantrip. That one is 30-foot range.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking more of Firebolt, like something like an energy coming out the hand. I was also thinking Eldritch Blast. I think there's an ice one. Something
I think those are all 120, yeah. Especially, definitely Fire Blast and Eldritch Bolt.
ice knife. That's 60 feet, but that has like an AoE.